What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and I'm out here with the ZD Racing BX-16. And as you can see, I've been running it a little, and this is a little brushless car, 16th scale, and it didn't come with these crash bars on it. I have a crash bar on the front and the rear. There's another ZD Racing 16th model, and it's called the MT16, and that's a little yellow truck. And I borrowed this crash bar in the front and the back from that one for this, because this didn't come with anything in the front, and it just comes with that little piece there. And I thought that wasn't enough for this to take some front end crashes or rear end crashes or flip. I just didn't want to damage the shock system or anything like that, or the wheels. I just thought I'd add a little more protection. So keep in mind that this part here and the rear crash bar does not come with this model here. It's not stock. Everything else on here is stock. And so let's have a look underneath this little top cover there. And so there is a brushless motor in here, but it's a really small brushless motor, and I'm not sure the KV. If I find that out, I'll have that up here on the screen. And it comes with a 15C 1500 milliamp hour 2S battery. I think this can probably run a 3S, but I would not suggest it because some of the gearing, some of the spur gears in here don't look like they're metal. I don't know if you guys can see it now because of the way that the sun is and all, but it looks like it's plastic. And so also the rotator cups back here are plastic as well. And I know that because my little MT16 truck from ZD Racing has exactly the same parts as this almost, except for the crash bars and a little mounting part that they have on the front and rear in order to accommodate that different canopy for it. But other than that, this is exactly the same vehicle, just about. Oh, the wheels are different too. These wheels are a little smaller, and so this rides a little lower, and it still has this oil-filled shock system here, so it doesn't bounce much when it drops. So that's pretty awesome. And back to the rotator cup there, the dog bones on these are metal, but the rotator cups are plastic. And my MT16 from ZD Racing, one of those actually split. Now I'm not sure if you can buy replacements for them, get metal ones or not, whatnot, but I know the little WL Toys model, it's a brushed model, but it does have metal parts though. And the parts that aren't metal in the little WL Toys A959, I believe it is, that one has about $200 worth of metal and aluminum upgrades that you can get for it. And so I'm not sure if those parts are interchangeable, because that's a 1/18th scale and this is a 1/16th scale, but they look just about the same size. But the motor is definitely smaller on this one, but this one has the advantage of being a brushless motor, whereas the other one is the upgraded A959 with the larger motor, but it's still brushed though. So yeah, this is a pretty nice model though. I really like it, especially with these crash bars on the front. I don't know how you can get your hands on those. I'm not sure if ZD Racing are offering these parts here separately. I'm not sure. And so I really haven't seen any parts for this thing. I'm pretty sure that they do have parts for it. At least the shocks I have seen for the larger models and all the shocks and some of the other parts. But let's get this thing running, see how this thing runs. This is the on and off switch here. Everything is just about the same as the MT16, the little yellow truck that I did a video on before. So let's pop this back on and check out this thing's run. before we run it, let's look at the transmitter. It's the same exact transmitter that all the ZD Racing models that I have so far have come with. I've seen one that this actually presses through and you can use it for both hands, like it has another wheel on this side, but none of the models that I've received have that feature on it. So I've been just getting these ones. They have throttle trim, steering trim, and you can reverse them as well. And so it takes 4 AA batteries down the bottom here. And so that's enough talk about it. Oh, there's another channel switch here, but I'm not sure if the ESC on here supports another channel. But anyhow, let's get this thing running. That's the top speed there. Pretty nice top speed, and it doesn't flip over. It's just like the A959 from WL Toys, and it doesn't flip over. I have never flipped it over outside. So pretty nice. It's low to the ground. Let's check out the braking. So really nice braking. Oh, let's bring it back. Got a car coming. So pretty nice. Kick off. Whoa! And it flipped over that time from a crash. So let's check it out. So that's the reason that I added this crash bar on the front here and on the rear. So really didn't take any damage from that because it hit the crash bar there. So really nice, speedy little BX buggy here. Pretty nice grip on it. As long as you don't mash on the gas too hard, then you pretty much got some nice control with it. Really nice, fun little car. Let's try that jump again. So my cam died at the end of that run there, so I just brought it in and figured I'd show you guys it a little closer up. And so you can see here, I just poked the hole in the top of the little body cover there and pulled the antenna up here. The antenna, they had it coming through the back there, so I think it would get better reception up here coming out the top there. And here's a closer look at the crash bars that I added here. So I think that's a really good idea if you guys can get your hands on this crash bar here and this one in the back. I think that benefits it a lot. You guys saw that hard crash that this thing had and it came out unscathed. I think if this crash bar wasn't on the top here, it probably would have done some damage to this, you know, flipping and crashing that hard. I'm not sure, but you know, this thing definitely is a plus. Having that on definitely is a benefit. So this is the ZD Racing BX-16. a brushless little car. Really nice speed, awesome power and everything. And it has oil-filled shocks on it. Pretty nice little runner here. Thanks for watching.